Alright guys, so this video is going to go over how to perform a hanging leg raise with a back support, in other words the bar behind you. And when we're setting this up, you want the bar to be round about mid-back, upper back to stop you swinging backwards and forwards. And if it's uncomfortable placing your back against here, you can use one of the squat pads as shown here to basically stop it digging in as much. Also, if you find the bar shifts or moves on the rack, you can then place plates either side to keep it a bit more anchored in. If it doesn't, you're fine, crack on. To get up into position, which can be an awkward part, you can either stand on the safeties if you place them low. You can get a box, stand on the box, just make sure it's not directly underneath because it might get in the way. And then stand up, use lifting straps to get a grip of it and perform your set. And just be careful obviously when getting up and down. If you are using a box or that, don't fall, that would not be ideal. And when we're setting up for it, with our grip, if you do have handles you can grab that are a bit further back, that can actually help you have a bit more tension in the stretch, because it means your body's not completely stacked at the bottom. Instead it's here, which will load the stretch a bit more. So grab the handles further back if you can and if it's comfortable. And when we're performing this, if it's quite difficult and you don't get on well doing it with your legs straight, you can do it with your legs bent, which I'll touch on in a sec. But basically what we're thinking about here, driving our feet as high as we possibly can, then controlled lowering phase, and repeat that process. And be careful not to swing back to get up. Make sure you're using your core to get up, so be mindful of that, which is part of the benefit of controlling your lowering phases. So drive your heels up, control the eccentric or lowering phase, and repeat that process. If that's too difficult, what you can do is drive your knees up instead. And here we're trying to round our lower back as much as we can to train our lower abs and our abs as a whole. And not, because if we just move at the hips, as shown here, we're just moving our hip flexors. So we want to round our lower back if we can and if it's comfortable. And when performing this as well, what we want to think about is breathing out as we drive up, is it will shorten your abs more. In other words, it allows you to get a better contraction. So thinking about driving the feet as high as we can, air in on the way down, breathe out, drive up, and repeat the process.